welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting a new series on this channel. We are going to be breaking down the wax companies that I purchase most frequently from. We're going to discuss when they started, who's running the show, how they ship, do they ship internationally, costs, all of this. So if this interests you, definitely stick around. And if you do like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get cracking. All right, to start, again, like I said, we're going to start with Super Tarts, and it is probably the company I have purchased and repurchased from the most. They are Brandy and Brady Williams, who are located in Sequim, Washington. And if you think that Sequim sounds familiar and you watch 90 Day Fiance, there's a reason. Remember Mike and Natalie? Mike lives in Sequim. So when I heard that, the very first time that show was on and I saw Sequim, first of all, I thought it was called Sequim. Sounds nicer, but Sequim, they showed him and Natalie and I was hooked. Those two are crazy. So they're in the same town as Super Tarts. So that's exciting to me as a 90 Day Fiance fanatic. So with Super Tarts, they have an absolute ginormous, basically collection of fragrance oils. And with those fragrance oils, they have made some amazing combos. Ow, my foot, sleeping. I'm on my knee. I'm getting old, you guys. Ow. And with these combinations, they have created some of the most unique combos I have ever purchased. I really enjoy the combinations. The strength on their wax melts is perfection. Less is more. I'm going to probably say that throughout the video as I show you guys my collection here, but it really is less is more. You need very little. Obviously, every space is different, but really try a little bit less, and if you feel like you need more, add more to your warmers. So all of these wax melts from Super Tarts are hand poured and phthalate free, so that's also really important to note. So currently at Super Tarts, they have changed numerous times on what they offer, how they offer it, all this and the other, but right now, as I'm filming this video, they have technically 3 different ways of getting their products. That is by clamshell, which is about this size here. It's about 2 ounces of wax, about 6 pieces. Again, less is more. I melt 1 piece at a time. Then we also have band bags here, which is what she calls a band bag. And they're just little hunks, and some of these big hunks I would be splitting in half, absolutely, because they're really big. The clamshells are $4.70 in USD, and then the band bags are $16.17. But I will say I'm a little bit confused, because we've always been led to believe that 3 of these clamshells makes up the weight, total weight in this band bag here. Well, $4.70 times 3 does not make $16.17. Looking at my sheet, it actually makes $14.10. So I'm not really sure what the difference is. So, but it's sometimes, if it's your favorite scent, yeah, buy in bulk. Super Tarts used to do like mini pans and super pans. They kind of stopped doing that, which is a shame. I understand why. They're a lot of work. They're beautiful. I've never had a mini pan, but I have ordered a full super pan, and there is a lot of wax. I don't even know on their website. They don't even have what that weight is. Well, I want to say it's probably close to 20 ounces of wax, and they have really cool shapes, and you never know what you're going to get, like little fake like wax teeth and bones, and who knows, right? Like donuts, who knows? But a lot of people were collectors of those. I'm not a collector. I am going to use what I have, and I've used up all of those super pans. They also have sometimes on their website things called blending tarts, and it's just sort of 1 cent, but they're in normally like little shapes, like little donuts or what have you. Currently on their website, they don't have any, and therefore I wasn't able to see the price, but I would think that they're in between the price of a band bag and a clamshell. So Super Tarts, as mentioned before, has gone through many different changes on how you order or how you purchase your wax from them. Now, I started with Super Tarts probably late 2016, early 2017, and it was just ready to ship. Whatever was on the website, it was there. You can order. Obviously, if they were out of stock of something, it was out of stock. And they were pretty much just the clamshells. Because the demand is very high. I can only imagine they don't have that many people who work within the warehouse. they also do pre-orders, and that seems to be the way a lot of vendors are working, and that's pre-orders. So with this coffee pre-order, they're going to list all the different blends of all the different coffee and tea type scents that they have in stock, the oils and so on and so forth. Now, normally they will throw up the pre-order list, and you might not get everything coffee. Like if it's coffee or tea, sometimes your favorite one isn't there, and that's happened a few times to me, but that's okay, you just wait it out. But basically, they pop it up on a Friday night and they let that run as an open. You can basically order as much as you want as a pre-order. There's no limits until about Sunday night. Sometimes they will keep it open till Monday. Now, the TAT, or the turnaround time, it is for the pre-order. It is a 6 to 8 week TAT, and I would more lean to the words the 8 week than the 6 week. I know everybody gets really excited when things don't arrive quite when they think, but with this pre-order, what does happen is when they do the pre-order, they get in all the orders, and when it comes time for them to start making these orders, whatever they have extra, they will put on their website, generally again in clamshell form and as ready to ship. Now, we don't know how many there might be. There may only be 1 or 2, but there's a couple different items, and sometimes it's a good way to stock up on your favorites. One big disclaimer that SuperTarts does make very clear is that if you're going to make a pre-order for a pre-order, then don't order ready to ship and expect them all to come together. They'll actually, I think they'll actually cancel your order because, well, you know, like one's 4 to 10 days, business days, the other one's 6 to 8 weeks. Something might get lost. I totally understand. Actually, I thought I saw something on their Facebook page stating that they aren't shipping to the UK anymore. But there are shipping companies that depending on where you live, you can pay, it's a lot more, but if you pay for a service to have shipped to that service, and then therefore they will ship to you. Trust me, I understand it can be a very long process. I am in Canada. They do ship to Canada very easily. And with customs, you just don't know. It doesn't matter from what company, what vendor, how much, how little you order. You never know. It's a little crapshoot to find out if you're going to have to pay customs. Well, they also have some merch on their website right now. I think they've just got a tank top and some stickers, but they also do bath and body care. Now, there's a separate lady who does the body care within SuperTarts, but they do things like whipped soaps and scrubs and things like that. And I know that I think at one time they did perfumes, which I would love to get my hands on, but I can't order them in the Canada because we can't order perfumes or anything with alcohol across the border. Yay us. When you place an order from SuperTarts, no matter how big nor how small, you get a very small sample size. Now, don't get angry at me. Any sample is beautiful, and it's a great way to try a scent perhaps that you've never tried. But it doesn't matter what size order you order, it's the same little tiny sample. So I generally order a lot from SuperTarts at once because it's already expensive to ship, and I just kind of go ham and I just order a whole bunch. And so when you get this little sample, it's okay. And one time I did a pre-order for a coffee sampler and did the pre-order, and then the next week, the next pre-order she had, I did another order, and each of them came to me 1 week apart, which makes complete sense, but each of them had the same sample in it. And it really wasn't I didn't enjoy it. So anyway, a little bit of a pet peeve, but any sample again is very welcomed in the sense that they don't have to do this. Vendors do not have to give samples. So before we get into my collection, and I'm going to show you what I've got, there are like I said before, so many scents. There are like, I don't even know, like 800 different scents that she has, like actual oils, and then take those 800 and blend them up, and it's insane. So I'm going to read to you guys some of the categories of fragrances that they have. And when I read a category, that means there's probably anywhere between 10 and 50 from blends of each of these. So that we have the apple, bakery, berry, citrus, coffee, earthy, floral, fresh, clean, fruity, and tropical, mint, spicy pumpkin. That on its own, that's a huge one. I know that fall is big for everybody. And sweet scents. And down below, I'm going to have all their social media. It's really imperative to a lot of these vendors I'm going to be discussing throughout the series to follow them on a social platform, whether it be Instagram or Facebook. It's really important to follow them there because that's where you're going to be notified when things are up. And if you don't have Facebook, try Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, then you're gonna have to just wait and do a hope and a prayer and keep checking their website on the Friday night for the pre-orders. So Brandy is also really very vocal. She's definitely there. She's at answer questions. She's very good at answering any concerns. But what I will say, and I think that anybody who does videos on wax vendors would attest to this. If you have an issue with your order or just something to do with your order, wax or what have you, or you're missing a clam when you receive your stuff, don't go on the social media page and blast on there. They have a support email contact that you guys can email them privately. Oh my God, you guys are getting old. But what's really important, you guys, is if you have an issue with this vendor or anyone I'll probably talk about this with every vendor, contact them via email. Every vendor has a website or an email that you can go to with any concerns or complaints or what have you. Instead of flooding a very positive place like Facebook and Instagram, which are just like for pictures and some quick information, just email them if you have an issue. The rest of us really don't need to see it all. So with that being said, you guys, let's get into my crazy big collection. Here we go, Super Tarts. I'm gonna show you everything that I have. Some of my absolute favorites. I kind of have shown you guys a little bit, but I kind of rushed through when I did my full collection of all my wax melts. So let's just get started. All right, so as you can see, I've poured out everything that I have for Super Tarts. So we're gonna start with the band bags, and I'm gonna start with the multiples that I have. So with the band bags, again, they retail for $16.17. Now they're supposed to have 3 clamshells worth of wax inside of one. Now, again, do the math. You times a clamshell, which is $4.70 USD times 3. It actually comes to $14.10. So I'm not sure where the $2.07 difference is, but anyway, this is the way at the moment that Brandy allows us to order in bulk, because they used to do the super pans and the mini pans and things like that, but they haven't done that in quite some time. So anyway, I love this particular scent. This one's called Predator, and this is one of my absolute favorite coffee scents from any vendor at all. And this one is simply cappuccino and coconut cream pie. As I've mentioned in a few different videos, I need coffee to come first. To me, if I'm ordering a coffee scent, I want coffee first with any of the other blenders to come right after it. This truly is, and it does that. So as you can see, some of these are quite large. Some of them are a little bit smaller, but I would definitely be splitting something like this particular piece at least in half, because less is more with Super Tarts. Her wax throws very well. It keeps very well. You can have it in your collection for a couple of years and it throws excellent. I've had no issues with any of my scent throws. So Predator is one of my absolute top favorites. Next up is another one of my favorites, and actually one of Nelson's favorites, my husband. This is Jaws. Now again, like I said earlier, I got lazy and some of them I have writing on the back and some of them I don't. So Jaws is actually described as sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, and pear. So this, for my husband, he feels that this smells like a very expensive Vegas Strip hotel lobby. Like, it smells so good and inviting. So it's not floral at all. If you're a freshie, this is definitely great. Jaws is just as I read to you. All the other blends, which we'll talk about in clamshell form, they will have all the same notes I just read to you in Jaws, but then a little added extra. So again, less is more, and any of these larger pieces will be getting cut. Then we have a new to me scent. This is iZombie. And so this has a peppermint. I want to say like a cookie or peppermint and vanilla. Again, lazy here. I did not put the scent notes. There was a time when Super Tarts did put scent notes on their band bags, but they stopped doing that a while ago. So I wish they would do that. As a person who does videos, I wish that they would date when the wax was poured as well. The scent note descriptions would be lovely, but you know, whatever. Anywho, so back to iZombie. This is beautiful on cold. I've never melted it before, but because it has a peppermint in it, I'm likely going to save this for around Christmas time. I love peppermint in December and January, so definitely looking forward to that one. Another new to me scent. This is Perfect, and again, I don't have the scent notes because again, I was lazy. But this is beautiful pear blended wax melt, and I am looking forward to melting this, and maybe in the spring or maybe sooner. It kind of depends on how I feel. But again, these little pieces, some of them are quite large, will be getting cut, and then her wax lasts a very long time. So if you have it in your collection for like 2-3 years and you're worried about scent being released, don't. If you kept it in the original bags that they come in, or the clamshells or what have you, don't worry at all, don't fret. So that is perfect. And to one of my favorite tea scents, this is Hedwig. This is a chai tea blend. Now this one I wasn't as lazy with. This is chai tea, creamy cheese, cake, and clove. Just like I said about Predator down here, this is one of my favorite chai tea blends from any vendor, and many vendors do chai tea. I just feel that there's a perfect amount of spice. The spice doesn't overtake the chai or the tea portion or anything like that. So I love this, and I've had it in a band bag forms before, as well as clamshells. But of course, if it's on pre-order for a band bag, you know I'm going to get me some. Here we have another new to me scent. Now, this one's called Hufflepuff. Again, I was very late. Oh, I wasn't lazy. Wow, I wasn't lazy on this one. Sweet bananas, buttery pie crust, and sweet cream. So you guys know I love Harry Potter. So anyway, I love banana as well. So I haven't melted this yet, and I didn't get to try it this summer. Boy, you never know. I might pull this out in a very different time. I'm normally a seasonal melter, but we'll see. You never know. But it does smell great on cold. Another one here I have that I don't have any writing for. This one's Impossible Girl. This is a coffee blend, but there's like coffee and berry in it, I want to say. And the sticker kind of shows that it's coffee, I believe, but definitely a coffee berry scent. So I've never ordered this before, but this was part of the coffee pre-order. I think I ordered the Impossible Girl, Predator, and Hedwig together, I believe, in one particular pre-order, because, hey, I love my coffee. All right, to one of her most classic scents I think she's ever done, Brandy at Super Tarts, is Magically Delicious. Now, this scent alone is amazing, but this scent blended, and she's done so many different blends over the years, is so stellar. This is sweetened cereal and marshmallow and sugary milk. This is so delicious, you guys. I cannot even stress enough. If you like sweet or gourmand scents, definitely try for the Magically Delicious. But also keep in mind you can blend this with almost anything and it would be amazing. Next up, I have one of my absolute favorite scents that we put in the bathrooms. This is in Jasper from her like Twilight collection that she does. And Jasper to me it's very orange and laundry. It's I think it's just white clouds and orange, I think. Again, I was lazy. But I love that type of scent in our bathrooms. So Jasper has been a repurchase for me time and time again. Highly recommend, especially if you like a laundry and a fruity note together. 100% would totally recommend Jasper. Down to a couple of my favorite band bag scents. Now this is the old school. These next two are some of my top favorites from Super Tarts at all. But I want to buy a buttload of them, but I haven't seen them on the website in a while, or I didn't want to order, I guess maybe because I didn't have anything else on the website that I wanted. But this one here is in Fake and Bake, and this one is another classic Super Tart scent that she's brought out many times before. Very small writing, please forgive me. This, oh my word, zucchini bread, oh it's so cut off you guys, sugar cookie and our sweetened condensed, I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, Fake and Bake is literally, if you put this in your warmers and you walked away and you had someone come over after, visit you later on, they're gonna be like, ooh, you baked something for me. And you're like, nope, fake out. The name is perfect. It is definitely a zucchini blend, very sweet, very bakery, very gourmand. And probably one of my top scents of all time from any vendor whatsoever is Beauty and the Beast. And blackberry, Super Tarts does blackberry so well. This is described as sweetened blackberries and magically delicious. Comforting scent, beautiful. I want to melt this every day, but this is all I have left. Really hoping to see this on a pre-order soon, but 100% would repurchase probably if there was a pre-order and I could get in on it. I probably would buy 4 of these. I'm not even joking, because it is such a great scent. And again, like I said before, they keep really well. Okay, so now let's talk about some of these. These are the clamshells. So I think it's just about 2 ounces of wax, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. I looked on the website and didn't see anything. You're gonna see a couple different types of labels, and like the company has gone through a lot of different label changes. So they are, I write not on all of them. As you can see, I didn't do that on this one. But I do write when I receive them sometimes on the back when I'm thinking about it, and less lazy as mentioned before. Some of the labels actually do have the scent note descriptions and some of them do not. So it kind of depends on which label, and did you get them at Wax Wednesday, which is a one time of the year thing. And I don't know if she's doing it again this year, which is the Wednesday before Black Friday in the US. But anyway, so let's just get into what I have here. So you can tell this is a favorite of mine. This is Casper. And I have a couple different packages or packaging of this. And so Casper is described as toasted marshmallow, vanilla bean, cornbread, Mexican fried ice cream. And this is so good, you guys. 1 cube is all you need. And if you don't have a collection like mine, you could probably keep Casper in for like a week straight, not turning off your warmers ever. And it would still produce such a great scent. So highly, do I recommend? Highly. Another top scent from supertarts. And I believe at one point on her website, she said this was a top selling scent. This is Rosalie from the Twilight section of Wax. This is peppermint and coconut cream pie. This is gorgeous, you guys. Oh my goodness. I understand why this is like a #1 seller, or top seller anyway. Fantastic. If it comes back in stock, definitely give this one a try as well. You guys can probably tell I love my gourmands, I love my fruity scents and things like that. So up next we have Jackal. As you see, I have 2 clamshells of Jackal, and this is described as blackberry jam, zucchini bread, and toasted marshmallow. Delicious. Again, anything I have here to share with you guys today, I highly recommend, because I have either repurchased them or they smell dang good on cold. See, I have another fake and bake here in different packaging. Remember, we had a fake and bake here in the band bags, and now I have it in clamshell as well. And then we have one of my all-time favorite scents of life. It doesn't matter from what vendor, and I know this could be done easily, and it has been done very much by other vendors. Supertarts is actually the way I found this particular scent and blend. So Supertarts, they describe this as pink sugar and laundry, and it's beautiful. Again, Minerva from Harry Potter. I love this scent. It is strong. It is so strong. Again, what I said about earlier, 1 cube. If you don't have the collection or size that I have, you can leave your warmer on for probably 2 weeks on this one before you can't smell it again. Then we have another repurchase of mine. This is Emmett, and Emmett is described as woodsy pine and strawberry juice. And when she says strawberry juice, she means strawberry juice. Smells delicious. Again, laundry, gourmand, fruit, need I say, oh, and coffee and tea. Okay, I like it all, let's be honest. This is a new to me scent. This is Fairy Dust, and Fairy Dust is described as fresh balsam, raspberry, and cake batter. So I'm going to be saving this more towards the winter months because of the balsam, but I'm interested in this because it does smell really great on cold. Also, another repurchase for me, this is Blanche, and Blanche is described as laundry, fizzy white grapes, geranium, patchouli, and sweet musk and lollipop. I don't get the patchouli or the geranium or the, sweet musk. No, I just get a beautiful laundry blend, and I want to say definitely get a fizzy white grape and a lollipop. That's why I repurchased this, because looking at that scent note description, I'm like, ooh. But Blanche is a beautiful scent for the bathroom. I forgot I had another Hedwig. It's actually in my melting basket right now. And again, like we talked about earlier, it is one of my favorite chai tea scents. A new to me scent that I ordered this within a pre-order, and I wanted to just get in a clamshell because I've never tried it before. This one is called Invisible, and it's described as cactus, sea salt, pear, and white tea. It's a little light on cold, so we'll see how it does when I do warm it. But I am looking forward to melting this one as well. Oh man, a repurchase of mine. I love these type of scents at this time of year, like October, November. So this is Birds, and Birds is described as harvest ale, pumpkin, donuts, brown sugar, and buttercream. Yum! The ale in here is really, really good. And the next one I'm going to show you also has ale in it as well. And harvest ale, whatever you want to call it, it's beautiful. So as promised, here's the other one with ale or harvest ale. This is Bridget Jones. This is harvest ale and shaving cream. Another lovely blend that I love is shaving cream, and I highly recommend this one as well. I do tend to melt my harvest ale blends in our bathroom, but again, you can do whatever you want. This again is a repurchase for me. This is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is described as pink sugar, waffle cone, and blackberry.
Again, gourmand and fruit lovers rejoice because this is so delicious. This has been a repurchase of mine and will still be a repurchase of mine in the future. Yippee-ki-yay! So I'm sure you guys know what reference this is. This is something I love to melt on Christmas morning. This is iced sugar cookies and pine needles. It doesn't sound like it would be a great combo, but I'm telling you, it's fabulous. Bishop. This I have actually purchased because of an advent calendar that she used to do, a 25-day advent calendar the past few years, of which I did partake and purchase. I did not purchase the 12 days of Christmas this year, but Bishop is what came in that advent calendar as a new blend, and I loved it so much. This is peppermint twist and vanilla bean cookies. Driftwood musk, sorry. I'm just like, I think that's what it says. My writing sometimes. But anyway, this is a great scent again for, I love this in the wintertime. Then we have Sophia. This is also a repurchase of mine. This is pear gelato and blackberry jam. So again, pears and blackberries, you guys know how much I love them. Festival of Lights. I have not melted this one, but it's intriguing. Now this one I have to hold close to me. This is pecan arugula cookies, challah bread, brown sugar, and cinnamon. So it's beautiful. It smells like tradition, like it smells like beautiful spices and bread. It's beautiful. Christmas morning. Yeah, I love this one too. Christmas morning is described as freshly brewed coffee, whipped cream, and candy canes. Yes, please. I'm going to go over some of the things I have in my melting basket right now. I'm just going to pull them out and show you guys. This one's new to me. This is Mallow Dramatic. It's Mac Apple Spun Sugar and a Mallow Fluff. So again, this was in a recent pre-order that I did order because I'm like, wow, that sounded really interesting and I had never tried it. So Harry's Holiday. So Harry's Holiday, and then there's this Harry. This one is described as sweetened cereal, marshmallows, sugary milk, and a French baguette with blue sugar. So the blue sugar added makes this Harry's Holiday, and Harry was everything but the blue sugar. Elm Street, yeah, this one is pumpkin, creme brulee, toasted marshmallow, and cornbread. So then I have two coffee scents that I've kind of been going through lately. It's obviously my melting basket. So the first one here is Felicity. This is the first time I actually ordered this. This is coffee, cake batter, and cornbread, and man, does this ever smell good. The next one is Gandalf, and this one sweetened cereal, marshmallow, sugar milk, coffee, and vanilla cream. Beautiful. Again, coffee lovers. Then we have Magneto. This is a repurchase of mine as well. I've actually ordered this in band bag sizes in the past. Strawberry, lavender, and vanilla buttercream. Now, any lavender type scents I like to melt in our bedroom. So very, very nice. So as I mentioned earlier, there was the Jaws blend from earlier when we first talked about the band bags and how Jaws is like beautiful. And then they have a lot of spin-offs, if you will. These are spin-offs. So all of these scents I will melt in our bathroom. This one here is Chomper. That's a cute name. So this is described as sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and mac apple. So again, all the same scents as the band bag that I showed you of Jaws, then you add the mac apple. Amandy Island, so this one's sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, rosemary, and fresh mint. Gorgeous. Blown Up, sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and lemon custard. Last but not least, we have Chrissy's Remains. Sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and spun sugar. So that, my friends, is kind of low down about Super Tarts. And I'm now showing you my entire collection of Super Tarts. And I kind of giving you an idea of how you order if you've never ordered before. To say that I love Super Tarts is an understatement. I absolutely enjoy it. Yes, their wax, especially being Canadian, very expensive. You kind of fingers crossed that you don't get charged customs when it does get shipped to you. That is out of my control and out of Brandy's control as well. But at the end of the day, I love their blends. They have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blends to share or to show you guys, just a few of them really. But you can kind of get an idea of where my heart lies. I love gourmand in perfume, and I love gourmand clearly in these types of things for wax smells like home fragrance. But I would definitely repurchase from Brandy over and over again. I did not order, like I mentioned, the Advent calendar this year. It was only 12 days of Christmas. It's not worth the shipping for me to order a 12 days of Christmas as it's quite expensive as it is. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe down below. It definitely totally helps this channel out. I would love to reach 5,000 subscribers in the next year. That would be lovely. But anywho, that is that. If you have any questions at all about Super Tarts, definitely put them down below. But I will have all their information down below in the description bar for their newsletter, for their website and IG and Facebook and all that fun stuff. So anyway, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.